Welcome back to Mik'd Up Special Edition. Today is Thursday, March 31st. We promised him on Monday. We had some technical difficulties. Did not happen. He couldn't be on here on Wednesday because he was practicing so that he could win this next upcoming tournament that he is playing in. He has so graciously blessed us with his time today on Thursday in the middle of his preparation for the Masters. The 11th ranked golfer in the world, former LSU All-American, 3-time PGA Tour winner, Sam Burns. Sam Burns, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for being patient with us and battling through these technical difficulties. What's going on, dude? How you doing?
What's up? Thanks for having me on.
Where are you at right now?
I'm back home in Louisiana, at Squire Creek, getting a little work in.
Squire Creek's not a
for the next
bad
couple
place.
days,
It's
and
not a
then-
bad home course, huh?
Yeah,
The Augusta of Louisiana.
no, it's awesome.
Some will say.
Exactly.
How was let's jump right into it. You played the course. You played Augusta National yesterday. Had a little practice round. How's the course playing? How'd you feel? This is gonna be your first Masters, correct? Like you haven't. This will be your first Masters you played in.
First
so
one.
what goes into that? How's the course? How's the mentals? How's everything?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously Augusta National is such a special place, and I think it's a golf course where the more times you play it, you can learn a little bit more each time, and I think it's a unique place in the fact that there's so much history and tradition there, and so really the first time I went about a month ago, I just kind of wanted to take it all in and just kind of be a fan of the place that day, and I went with my dad, so we had a great time, enjoyed it, and then yesterday when I went, it was really more of a kind of figuring out the golf course, how it's going to play, trying to learn a little bit more about it. And I think that's all I'm going to try to do, starting on Sunday. I'll play 9 Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then get going on Thursday. But yeah, the golf course it's perfect. Obviously it's,
Yeah, I bet.
I think it's going to be cool to see, how it plays when we get different wind directions and stuff like that.
Have you asked some of the guys, I guess that you're friends with on tour that have played the course? Like, have you gotten some direction from them? I mean, I'm sure you've watched it. You've played it a little. You've obviously played it yesterday, so you kind of have your feel for it. But have you gotten advice from other guys that are familiar with it?
Yeah, I have. It's funny. Augusta's one of those places where guys don't really like to dish out information as much as other places.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear.
Just because it's like, you figure out things and you think, oh, I got to kind of keep this to myself. Maybe nobody else knows about it, but
Right.
a lot of times people do. But yeah, I mean, guys especially older guys that have, played it, many a times. They're very willing to help you and give you some information. So I'll definitely try to do that next week and play with some guys who've been around that place a few times.
So you're no stranger to the tour. You've been on the tour for a few years now. You have 3 victories on the tour, 2 at the Valspar, which we're going to get into later. You do something. I don't know what goes on over there, but that's your course, man. You dominate that course. We'll get into that a little bit, but you're not. I don't want to say the course or any specific tournament intimidates because you're a professional. You've been there. You're experienced with it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something that goes on differently with your mental approach going into a major, going into a bigger tournament, going into a more of a national tournament than some of the other ones that you've played in?
Yeah, I think it's one of the biggest things that I've learned is you have to really try to conserve energy throughout that week, just because typically on a major week you get out there and Monday they allow fans, and most events they don't come till Thursday, so that's another aspect where you're out there and just it feels like such a big moment even on early in the week. And so I think for me, just trying to conserve as much energy, getting my work done, and as soon as I'm done, just getting out of there, getting back to the house and resting, and just getting away from it a little bit more and not changing up my routine too much.
That's the way to do it. Now, you won 2 weeks ago at the Valspar. That's your second time winning there. You haven't played over the last 2 weeks. Is that strategy, or like if say you did not win the Valspar, right? Would you have played in one of these upcoming tournaments, or was this always your strategy going into the Masters?
Yeah, so my original plan was to play 4 weeks in a row, and then take off this week San Antonio, and then play the Masters next week, and then um, Bay Hill, that was playing really tough, just kind of taxing, and then the players with the rain delays and stuff we had. Like I played Thursday, didn't play again until Sunday. It was in contention there on Monday during the final round, and then the following week the Valspar just kind of being in contention since Thursday. It wears you out a lot when you're in contention, just the mental grind of it. And I think, a combination of those 3 weeks in a row, I got down on Sunday and I was just exhausted. And I was like, I probably could play the next, but I think it'd be more beneficial to go home, rest a little bit. My back was bothering me. So I think it was just best case to go home and relax and kind of get my body ready for the next few weeks.
How's the body feeling though? Look, now Lloyd, my producer's got a futures on you to win the Masters. Just giving you. I know that doesn't affect anything. I'm not putting any added pressure on you, but he does have a futures on you winning it. So I make sure the body's good, feeling nice. Good. I may throw some dollars on my guy. Oh no! Wait, hold on.
There he is.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, now you're back. You're back.
Yeah, I'm good to go. Body's feeling good. Mentally, I'm feeling right. So I'm excited.
Here we go. I can't wait.
Hey, and if the check cashes, don't be a stranger, dude. I'll throw some of your way. I'll beat you down at Squire.
Yeah, I've never played Squire. I may have to come up there and get some lessons from you. I'm not. Hey, my golf game obviously is not. My baseball game is a little bit better than my golf game, but being a baseball player, I know the mental taxing of that game. It's not as prevalent as golf, because golf is strictly you versus the course, basically, right? You're in your own head the entire time. It's all about you. Baseball, you still have that other competitive nature, but it's a little bit more mentally taxing than some of the other sports. When you got on the tour, was that an adjustment for you? Did you have to kind of, obviously you played college, you're an All-American LSU, but when you get to professional golf and you're playing golf every single day and you don't really have the escape of just being a college student, does that change the way you go about your preparation and training and playing?
Yeah, for sure. I think it was a big adjustment for me, just in the aspect of figuring out what routines kind of worked for me and what didn't. I think a lot of times when I first got on, my first year on tour, I was at the golf course way too much early in the week, and by the time the weekend came around, I just had kind of lost my steam a little bit. And so I think it's really important to, once you find something that works, a routine, Monday through Wednesday, to really stick to it, because I think a lot of times you see guys in any sport, really, you get out there and you start trying to do too much and you start trying to change things, and it's kind of the old saying of dance with who brought you, and so I think for me it was, this is the things that I'm doing are working, so why would we change?
Yeah, no doubt. When I first got drafted and we played at baseball every day, I was in the cage. I'm talking about I'd get to the field at 1 o'clock and I'd have 2.5 hours of me in the cage by myself. By the time the game happened, I was like gone. I was exhausted. And by the time August hit, I had no legs left. So I feel that. It's in a whole different type of way, but I definitely feel you have to figure out the balance of preparation and playing and understanding what works and what doesn't. There's a lot of rumors going on right now. Tiger Woods is.
I was going to say, I wonder who you think he's talking about.
What?
I was going to say, I wonder if he knows who you're already talking about.
I think he knows. Look, there's a lot of rumors. People are tracking Jets the same way we were tracking LSU Jets when Brian Kelly was going to be the coach. They didn't know who was going to be the coach. You're tracking Jets going back and forth, right? Have you seen Tiger on the grounds? 1. And 2, how does he look? And you got to play with him in 18 in the Honda Classic. You got a sponsored exemption, and you actually beat him in the final pairing of that day. So I want to get into all of that. It's a bunch of questions at once, but that's got to be a pretty cool experience. And it's Tiger there.
I'll start with the first.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's there.
He's Tiger there at Augusta.
He's there. Let's go.
I did not see him, but obviously I saw everything that people were tracking and the pictures of us playing in Augusta.
That's got to be wild, right?
I'm pretty sure he was there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that guy is just he's unbelievable. I mean, the fact that he is able to play golf is unbelievable, and the fact that he's considering playing the Masters is a whole nother deal. So obviously, it's great for the game of golf. And so hopefully he does play. I think that'd be great.
I agree. Now, did you got to play with him? That was early on in your professional career. Your final pairing Sunday.
Yep.
You had a sponsored exemption to get into the Honda Classic, and you were playing really well. How was that playing with him? And did you have any conversations with him on the course? I don't know. How does that work? Like when you're competing with each other, do you get to talk to him? Do you get to have like a friendly conversation, like if you were at Squire Creek with some of your boys, or is it all business all the time?
Yeah. So it was. I just come out of college. I didn't have any status. I got in a couple sponsor exemptions, and I was playing well. And I remember finishing on Saturday, and I had a couple of friends text me like, "Hey, man, you're going to play with Tiger tomorrow."
Oh my
like,
God!
No chance. Like, I'll wait and see it for myself when we get the text. So I'm sitting that night, Saturday night, and we're halfway through dinner. I'm sitting with my wife, then girlfriend, and my parents, and I get the text on my phone. It pops up like round 4 pairing, Tiger Woods and Sam Burns.
Let's go!
12:45.
Did you freak out?
Oh my gosh!
I just got much more nervous.
Oh, yeah, I'm like, I need to go outside. I can't breathe. Didn't eat anything after that. Didn't get much sleep that night. I show up to the golf course probably way earlier than I should have, and I'm just kind of walking around like being an idiot. And I'm in there in the locker room, and I'm washing my hands, making sure I'm not about to throw up. And I look over, and there he is washing his hands. I'm like, God, did I say something to him? Do I act like I didn't see it? I'm like,
I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna whoop your ass today on the course.
I don't think you talk shit to Tiger.
Yeah, so I'm like, hey, introduce myself, and I'm like, I know you know David Toms really well. I grew up with his son Carter, and so he's like, yeah, cool. So we go out and warm up, and there's I don't know how many people were standing on the first tee, but it seemed 10,000. And I walk up and like maybe people clapped. I'm like, yeah, thanks a lot. And so I'm standing there, and I can see him walking this way towards the tee from the putting green, and next thing you know, it just sounds like. It sounds like Burrow just threw a touchdown in Tiger Stadium. I mean, just the crowd erupts. So we're standing there on the tee, and we hit our tee shots, and we're walking off the first tee, and I'm like, man, I really need to say something to break the ice. I'm so nervous, and he's done this a million times. So I look over at him like, man, Tiger, it's crazy all these people came out to watch me play today, isn't it? And he just started laughing, and it was great. And
That's
I
awesome.
played really well that day. Shot like bogey-free 68 and top 10 to get into the following week. So that was a huge moment for me, kind of getting started.
Hey, that's a savvy break the ice comment right there. That was good by you. That was a good move by you for sure.
Well, I got a quick one if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
It was a crazy day.
When did like the effect of Tiger Woods kind of wear off on you, and you kind of can hone in on your own golf game, or was it the entire time you could kind of feel? Everybody talks about him having just like a presence around himself, like in the way he carries himself, or were you able to kind of lock in after a couple holes?
Yeah, so I think first hole, he made like a 20-footer, and I had like a 6-footer for birdie.
Knee knocker.
And when he made it, everybody cheered, and everybody ran to the next hole, and I'm like, man, I still got to make the 6-footer.
We good here? Good?
We go to the next hole, and I'm like, can I just pick this up? So we hit our tee shots on the next hole, and I think about number 3 is when I was like, all right, I've got to play golf today too, and this is a big day for me. So really after that, I kind of just tried to focus on what I was doing and kind of what I could control.
I tell you what, man. Look, I've been in some situations in my career that made me nervous. Nothing would make me more nervous.
No way.
Than teeing up and having the gallery lined up. I would take somebody's head off. Look, you're a professional golfer and you see that all the time, but that has got to be. You see them right in front of you, and you have to tee off, and I don't know how y'all do it. I got a lot of props for you doing that, because that's nerve wracking to me.
Sometimes it actually helps, to be honest. I mean, it gives you it's kind of a better visual of kind of tighten everything down for you rather than just kind of wide open out there.
Maybe
Yeah,
that's what I
it's
need.
like-
I'll just get my friends to
So, I don't know.
line up on the
Good point.
fairway for me at U Club and see if I can't
Yeah,
just see
maybe
what
they
happens.
maybe they should wear helmets or something.
Yeah, some face masks, some football helmets. We get them from the football team.
It's like
Yeah.
bumpers at the bowling alley, dude.
Yeah, just a little help.
Use them if you need them.
Just a little help.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a little help. What is your? Well, I guess we're gonna get to the Valspar. You have 3 wins on tour. 2 of them came at the Valspar. What do you like about that course? What do you feel like? Like, what is it? Why do you feel like you have 2 of your wins there? And does it play to your strengths, or is it just something that you're just very comfortable with the course?
Yeah, it's funny. I think I played some events growing up there, just kind of junior golf, and I never liked the golf course. Never really played great there. And then, whenever I turned pro and started playing that event, for some reason, the golf course just, there's a little bit of the golf course for some reason just kind of fit my eye. And, the more times I went around there, the more comfortable I felt, and started to, going back to last year, just playing really well there on the weekend in contention, just gave me a ton of confidence. And then going back this year, it was kind of like, I love this golf course. Whatever happens, happens. And it kind of just freed me up, I feel like, and ultimately played really well.
It's crazy how mental golf, sports in general, but especially golf is, and how, a lot of times how well or how bad you play isn't necessarily because your swing's off or because you're not playing well, but because of something that goes on up top. A lot of the game is won between the ears. And, kind of going a little bit about that of how do you handle and how do you prepare for those types of moments in your head of like, all right, I have to visualize this thing happening. I have to, put myself in a position mentally to where I can overcome any adversity that comes upon the course.
Yeah, I think it's something I work a lot with my sports psychologist is kind of just focusing on the process that we have for each shot. So what that basically means is we try to do something pretty much the same every time. Kind of go through our routine, figure out what shot we want to hit, commit to that shot, and go with it. And then after that, as soon as I hit it, it's out of my control. Whether it's a gust of wind or there's so many factors that go into it that are out of my control, and I think that's really important in the game of golf because it's easy to get frustrated when you get a bad gust of wind or somebody yells or anything like that. And so just trying to stick to that and focus on that, and then once that happens, just hey, that's already happened. Let's move on to the next shot and put our effort and energy into that one.
Do a lot of guys on tour have sports site guys with them on like that they either work with or hire or have at full time?
I would say it's becoming more and more. I think as the game of golf has kind of evolved over the last, since the Tiger era of, you're starting to see the guys that play look a little bit different than maybe 20 or 30 years ago. It's a much more physical game now than it used to be. And,
no beer guts.
It's like, yeah, it's not as popular as it used to be.
It's a damn shame.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I mean, the reason I ask is because it's the sports psych stuff. It was always kind of like a taboo type thing in baseball or other sports. And then in baseball, I saw it growing and how important it is. And I keep going back to baseball, one, because obviously that's what I'm most comfortable talking about. And two, because I think baseball and golf have a lot of similarities, right? You talk about, controlling the things that you can control. And after you hit it, you can't control that. And having the same type of routine. And to me, that just reminds me of like the stuff that I was taught is, you have to walk up to the plate, same routine in the box, and the only thing you can do is worry about hitting the ball hard, and after that, it's out of your control. And so a lot of the same things that you're talking about, I resonate with, and so I just, I want to kind of highlight that because I don't think people realize how important that part of the game is, more so than just the physical stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's if you're up to bat and you hit a great shot down the third base line, the guy makes an incredible play and throws you out.
Tip your
Good for
cap.
him.
Nothing you
There's
can do.
nothing you can do about that.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's going to work out. You're going to hit another one, and it's going to get just over his head or just to the side of him, and you hit a double, and just as easily could have been the other way. So I think it's just you try to do as much as you can and focus on what you can control, and at the end of the day, that's as much as you can do, really.
Absolutely. Well, dude, I don't want to keep too much of your time, Lloyd. Do you have any other questions? I know you're Lloyd's fangirling over here, so.
Oh no, I'm just excited that he gets to go play Augusta. Have you walked it at all with your caddy or anybody like that? Have you gotten a feel for it? And who is your caddy? What age is he?
Lloyd's got the Augusta green on too.
I
by
do,
the way.
bro. We throw a party every year.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I love it. I haven't been with my full-time caddy yet. We'll meet on Sunday, but he's been around there a few times. He's caddied there a good bit, and I've played the golf course twice now, and so I've gotten a good feel for it. And so yeah, there'll be some stuff that we'll obviously do together early in the week next week, and try to get a good game plan together.
What goes into choosing a caddy? That's my last question. I wasn't gonna ask him, but like, how does that? Is it like friends that someone you're comfortable with that is a golfer that you played with in the past, or is it someone that you actually actively went and sought out?
Yeah, so the way I met Travis Perkins is a guy that caddies for me. I met him out on tour. He was I think he was working for Sneds at the time, and we were paired together in the same group. And I would always see him early in the week walking the golf course by himself. It's like, man, that's interesting. He's a really hard worker. He gets his work done, and I found out that he played on tour back in 2008, I think. So he was a really good player himself, and that was kind of something I was looking for. And so after a couple years out there, I reached out to him. I was kind of wanting to part ways with the guy that I had currently. I reached out to him, and he said, "Yeah, let me think about it." And he's like, "Yeah, I'd love to do it." And so we started working together a couple of years ago now. But he's great. He's a really hard worker. He understands the game. Coming from a player background, so. A lot of times when golf courses start to change and firm up and get fast, he gets it.
Yeah, I think that's huge. I mean, to be able to relate to what you're going through, I think it's a huge addition, a huge bonus to you. I'm not gonna keep you much longer. I know you got some training to do. You got a lot of stuff going on. It's a big week coming up. Thank you, dude, for coming on here. I love golf. I love talking golf, especially when it's former LSU family to talk it. But I'm a huge fan of yours, man. I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be putting some dollars on you. So go out there and don't let the money that I'm putting on you affect you at all. Don't let it put pressure on you.
Hey, 10 to win 500.
Yeah,
It's a great bet.
Yeah, go out there and play your game, man. I'll be watching. Hopefully the next year or so, I'm out there as if you see me holding the quiet sign as a volunteer, just give me like a wink that you acknowledge me, because I think I have a little bit of an in over there at some point. So I'm gonna be a volunteer at some point over there and maybe get to play the course. But thanks, dude, for coming on. I can't wait to watch you next week, and good luck, bro.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thank y'all for having me on.
Of course, man. Anytime. Thank you.
Two times we've had you on.
So, hey, after you win the Masters, you got to come back.
No doubt. I'm in.
Boom.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sorry, SVP.
Yeah, reoccurring guest. Yeah, SVP got nothing on us. All right, dude. Good luck. Hit them straight.
See you guys.
Later.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Later.
All right, that was it.
Are we on?
Yes, we're still
Wow.
on.
God, I wish I was a golfer.
You could have been, Mikey.
No, I could not have been a professional golfer. If you're a golfer, you get to play the best courses in the world, and
Free.
to get paid. Not for free, to get paid to do it.
I just
Now it's hard. It's hard to become a golfer. Like, everybody wants to be a golfer because it's like
The payday's
awesome,
great.
it's whatever, but it's hard.
Women chase
I just
you
wish
everywhere.
I wish I took up golf when I was younger. I didn't start playing golf till
I think you took up the right.
I think you did well for yourself. Look at me. I took up golf when I was young.
True.
Yeah, didn't work out.
Didn't work out. It's okay. It could work out. Senior tour.
Senior tour. I would try.
Me and you both. Maybe one of us go on the senior tour, the other one caddy. How about that?
I would love for me to
Okay,
make
let's
it.
do
You
it.
carry my bag.
I want to get good enough at golf to where I get to go play like the pro-ams, like celebrity pro-ams. I'm not really a celebrity, but, maybe.
You're a name here.
Yeah, but not anywhere
In
else.
Detroit, Tampa, all around the
I'll
world.
figure it out, Or be a partner to someone who's going, you know what I mean? Like, have like playing good tournaments and become good enough at golf to where people know you when you go to tournaments, to where like you get invited to other cool stuff.
See, you would crush it on those tours because of your personality. Like they would love to be
Thanks,
around
Lord.
you. You'd be a fun time. I played golf with
Thanks.
you. You're a fun guy to play with.
Thanks.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And if I was better at golf, maybe it would be different. Maybe I'd be a little more serious.
You're not as bad as you think.
I'm
you
not.
are.
I'm not saying I'm awful, but like I have things that I want to do.
I mean, you've seen what? Who's the Larry the Cable Guy? I mean, he
I've
goes
never
out there.
seen that.
He plays with the one in Tahoe, and he comes in dead last every time.
Yeah, but he's there for his personality.
Exactly. So you're better than that.
Appreciate that.
So
I
you
hope
get
so.
you get half the invite because you're
There
okay
you
at
go.
golf,
There you
and
go.
then the other side your personality carries.
Maybe I
you.
should get on a long drive tour.
That I could see absolutely.
Maybe that's what I do. Start working on that. Those guys are scratch golfers too.
Some of them.
Some of them. They're all good, but some of
They
them are
focus
scratch.
on one part of the game much
Yeah,
more than
right,
the other.
right.
It's like
long
becoming
drives, stiffer shafts.
longer drivers.
So I said longer
Yeah.
drives. Oh, I said longer drives, longer drivers.
Yes.
Stiffer shafts. But
I
this
mean,
is
if
awesome.
that
dude.
doesn't work out, you could do the home run derby thing. X.
No, not doing that. We're not gonna.
You
do
and
the
Jay
home run.
Mitch.
I'm not
I feel
doing
like
home
he
run.
was in
I
it.
don't think we're Adrian Gonzalez and those guys. I think they're a little bigger names than us. We don't get those. I didn't make the All-Star team ever in professional baseball.
In MLB All Star X though. The
I
home
made
run
them to
derby
the
X.
minor leagues though.
Of course.
But not in the big leagues.
Yet.
Yet.
That was awesome.
That was
glad
a
the
great
video call worked. Man. That
It
was
worked great.
It
It worked.
good.
I thought I got scared for a little split second.
know what happened.
I don't know
Yeah.
what happened. It's okay. We figured it out somehow. I don't know if we did anything, but
We
we
didn't
figured it
touch a
out.
thing.
It came back on. We were good. I think it was on his end. Maybe it was on our end. I don't know. Who knows? But we got him back, and he was great. He's a great interview.
He was.
Great. And I hope
very
he wins.
comfortable
I hope he wins, and he comes back on here because that'd be great.
in the green jacket.
And I'm making him wear the green
No,
jacket.
he'll wear it for a month.
Squire Creek's great too. That's a great home course.
Never been.
I've never been either. I've just heard.
I've heard. No, I know it's awesome.
I
I've
know
just
it's
never played
awesome.
on
I've
it.
never played on it, but I'd like to go play on it. I got invited to go to a golf tournament there. I couldn't go. Your boy Ronnie Rance invited me
Ronald.
a long time ago. Not a long time, a couple years ago. I couldn't go though.
I knew him then. I've known Ronnie
I
for
know
far
you
too long.
I know you have.
Didn't even get a call.
Sorry.
Not a didn't move the needle. Probably didn't want to get beat.
At some point when this show is blown up and everybody knows who you are too, you'll get those invited.
Did you take Turtle with you?
You'll get invited. No, you're not. You're not. You're gonna be your own guy.
This is as far as I go.
That's how Turtle was. Turtle was Turtle, and then he owned the vodka company and the whole deal. That's how you're gonna be.
Erectile dysfunction in Mexico.
Okay, now see, now you get to there, and you know we had fun, and all of a sudden, whatever. But all right,
Oh, I got him.
that was an awesome interview. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you're here live, if you're not, we're gonna post it. Obviously, we're not expecting it was an impromptu type of thing. But I can't wait to watch the Masters. I can't wait for him to win and come back on here.
Him talking about Tiger walking
I
out to
know.
the same tee as Oakland.
Maybe they play in the final. No, Tiger's not gonna. I don't think Tiger's gonna play very well.
He said he won't play if he doesn't think he can win.
I mean, if he's gonna play, of course. That makes
So
sense.
he's not going out there to slap it around.
Yeah.
He's already at Augusta.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
He didn't even see him. He said he just saw
he
the
just knew he was
rumblings.
there. He knew he was there.
That's crazy that even people that are on the same golf course as you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where is he?
No cameras on the course though. At least can't have phones or anything out there.
Do you think he lied?
No. You Sam?
Yeah.
No.
That's
He wouldn't lie
crazy.
to us. He wouldn't lie to us.
Was
He
he
doesn't know us a level.
Tiger in red on Sunday when they played?
Maybe he will be. Enjoy the rest of the week. We'll be at Earl's
Friday.
tomorrow, 3:30 to 5:30. Previewing the LSU game. It's game 2. There's a game tonight at 6:30 tonight. I think it's 6 or 6:30 tonight. 6:30 tomorrow. We're gonna be at Earl's. Come hang out with us. Come drink with us. You're watching Mik'd Up, brought to you by Sterling Automotive.
What time are we shooting that commercial?
4.
Today? 4?
4.
If anybody wants to swing by and find us, we're trying to load that thing
Yeah, you'll
up.
see us. Well, we're gonna be we'll be doing some stuff. We'll be the idiots trying to figure out how to make something look cool.
Put a tent together.
We have people. We have people that are way more creative than we are.
All right.
All right. See you out there.
That was great.
Yeah, it was great. You're great. Bye.